over the weekend, and me who said one Brazilian journalist be a picture of Abranti friend William Estevao, ne mame ne papa, and ne agent Steve Curry. Obi phone the belly wa I want phone.
I don't know.
And I shall be back the move baby.
Oh, okay.
I think that
are you for technicians
for Nibi. And me who said in the Pacona posty Curry Estevao mame ne papa and ne entourage with Chelsea reps and Obia Onim Curry has been arguably the best agent in Brazilian football in the last decade. Which is quite a decade and a half. And the Curry Kase Estevao transfer na on my yellow. In recent history, the biggest a Brazilian a movie to Europe. The biggest transfer top Brazil is straight to Europe. Most of the time, Ubenya Brazil for free Europe. Na free Brazil about Europe. Abesia Kayama club is Shakhtar Donetsk mo. Then from there probably they will move to other clubs now big. But to move from South America, Brazilian League straight to Europe with the fee now Chelsea ATR for Estevao, no, according to Curry, or say it is one of the biggest Chelsea ATR for a player from Brazil. Now Chelsea agreed, I think it was a Saturday, 22nd of June, and on the Chelsea website. Omuankasa edit story no eba say Estevao Willian to join Chelsea. Chelsea Football Club has agreed a deal to sign teenage forward Estevao Willian from Palmeiras with the Brazilian to officially join Chelsea next summer. He's only 17 years. And Chelsea Eka said the 17-year-old has already built a strong reputation in South America as one of the most exciting talents around due to his skillful dribbling and electric pace, causing defenses plenty of problems in his breakout season in senior football. Now, Rich, you see, it is true. Sir Utie tributor and Penyinfobi said Branco, even Neoma himself, Eka about Estevao. The kind of talent Abranti in here. Branco say Osha Brazil Nansea or GD say Odine a Brazilian born footballer. Yes so talented no. Say Onono Branco no any Neoma Fiwa Estevao never. That is according to him. In between, what he meant was that players be to say Philip Coutinho mo, Paqueta, Vinicius Junior mono. According to him, our talent no Andrew Abanti FNO, William Estevao. Se Utie Oko, one of the most fancy football transfer journalists, Fabrizio Romano, ne ex account CCA, Wakoti Nema, Nema Eka Bibiafa Estevao ho. Asuma Nema Eka say. Say Obi Busan about the future of Brazilian footballer. Or did he say a Abranti FN Estevao? Now, if you see in Abehu, say Abranti a genius. That is what Neymar is talking about. And I say, Oka, and therefore Abranti FN William Estevao. You need to be chichumu. Say, Oye, a left footed player, or person or ball mainly on the right side. then cut in onto the left no na waba be nim konya no e di free ho. Rich, me were only one problem.
With Estevao?
Yes. And then he move no to Chelsea. No. Me only one problem, and I say, such Brazilian talents, they don't really hate greatness in the Premier League. I'm not being biased.
Ramirez Oba one yard.
Because Obia hating greatness.
Okay. Or normal.
Look at Brazilian players or maybe hitting greatness in Europe. And tell me which one and hitting greatness in the Premier League. She Neymar mo, she Ronaldinho mo. She even at the peak of Robin de Souza, Robinho. She players be said Daniel Alves mo. You are talking about Brazilian players. They became great in Europe. Who said they need a Premier League? Whether it is the style of football, whether an environment, any BBR, they don't seem to flourish in the Premier League. Some person a big pass a Brazilian. They don't used to flourish.
Maybe a league, no.
I have listened to Brazilians trying to think, say, I didn't know a Premier League in him. Then almost excuse and say, okay, a cultural shock and the bonifer assimilation. Say, off South America now over Europe. And Komubenya and they will come to the Iberian Peninsula, Portugal, Spain, some countries, The simple reason why they love to come to Iberia and they say, almost you, send me a Brazilian and make a Portuguese. The moment I make Portugal and I say Spain, no, I'm a Casano, essay. So I easily don't have language barrier. Sabekoha, ye coach me. In some coaches in the country, me straight. Me ya obi say, oh, dear, some send a coach in the country, say, day, na obi momu interpret me because the moment that you listen to a reporter's speech, be at rich and to say, asana ya kind of pepe. Language free culturally South Americans say omunio maybe say Iberia for no Portugal, Spain omunio omo yen ese omo even eduane die kra no and when these Brazilians Argentines say omo free South America no be so made great Colombia no be so made great and komunya they will go straight into the Iberian Peninsula. Then come back either in Portugal or Spain or any of those countries around Iberia, any more fun in Tentamino. But when they come to England, London is so different from Brazil. So different. Because I don't want it. Again, is so different. Culture shock is so different. And Brazilian players no. That is the reason why even if you see Brazil for a greatness in the Premier League, Rich, it is still Bobby Firmino, Philip Coutinho. How great were they even in the English Premier League? And that is my only problem. I'm the one with this move. So Brazil for the guy is penciled to be great. But league now, the history of Brazilians with the league, and should that emphasize. Maybe Chelsea will give him opportunities on better, then later clubs in Libya. It's me, Emma Brazilians in the great Libya about the Falco. Now, Utie and the Curry has worked with Barcelona for a very, very long time. I say Barcelona for Niska. They just couldn't provide the finances for Abantia, friend Estevao. But who say Brazilian Barcelona pages on X. After a post and I will show you one. Need to be found to that cardboard no so. What was that picture? There is Estevao with Pedri, a Jesse. Now almost start post so they know about any Barcelona fan. And all Baba about Chelsea. Inti Akoko Bremen Quine, he will come home. But that is fanaticism. We say football supporters, the any Omuhuno Munsen 70 or Metimi Akabat. That is
because a little junior saw a message with him. Say, Ayala, honestly, you've been biased this morning. Tell me how many of the greatest also played in the English soil? Even all the greatest we are talking about at their young age moved to either Spain or Italy. So please, let's give Estevao that opportunity. I say greatest now Wokano. So greatest na a Brazilian players now Wokano. At their young age, Oma me born farmer and Oma me born the Premier League. Is it as obeko Spain? And I say bia obeko Italy. No, oko blossom. But in the Premier League, ebia obaba no kra na wa born bo bia wie no abene na moa na oko. This time we are getting a Brazilian or a very younger. Of the Brazil League or at the Premier League.
And some now walking. And in the American here, okay. He's not on no moment a bias.
Okay.
And some American. The young Brazilians in a Argentina movie called Italy, Portugal, Spain. It is because of a new man about Bobo. And Argentina some qua. That's at a younger age, you know, Omunya assimilation in their far. They end up being great. And look, my mama Debbie, Chelsea right up now about Estevao. Never said me man go say I've named free page. Rich, this is Chelsea or more right up now about Estevao. No, say already I say the exciting forward who joins fellow Brazilians. Andre Santos is your way. How about Chelsea as a young guy? Oi.
David Washington.
Oi. Angelo Gabriel. Oi. They were young, excited players. Say Willian Estevao. And even in Chelsea, Ankasa, they named these players. Say Estevao is joining Omo. Must see a young Brazilians are Omo Chelsea team. Me was also one of the message in the buy. You have anything?
Mamma,
they so say messages need. And he should bring another reply. Some young Brazilian players we are. Even Chelsea mention Omo. One Kasa official handle. No, where are they?
Listo Junior.
Listo. Where are these players? Where is Angelo Gabriel or whatever? They were young Brazilians who joined the Premier League at a younger age at Chelsea. You can't run away from reality. I am not saying, say, Estevao can do well. I am saying, say, comparatively, say, when young, exciting players say, no, Brazil, they do very, very well when they come to Spain, Portugal, Italy, more, and other countries, you know, than when they come into the Premier League. That is a solid point I am making. Okay. And fact, be a extra way. And he joins in the summer.
And your emphasis now on great.
Yes. So maybe great players, Brazil players, or great in Europe. You don't associate them with the Premier League. Now, Rich, 17 years in there, or a lot of football with him. And we are also almost share crowd on Facebook. Very, very good player. You cannot take anything away from him. He left in the car. And he has the presence of mind to be great. Now, he say, no, my baby, one dance you. Never have seen it all. And when we are Brazilians, the Casava, Abranti, he is a very, very good player. The chance I cook to get Abranti and friend Willian Estevao, and now it is official. Chance to say, or more, agree a deal at the Amano. Now, Rich. Nancy and Yebedi, Michael Olise, home come say, not Chelsea pedal. The last time they check you, say Chelsea Bopia, Crystal Palace. Now, Omoni club need to come on, Omoji permission to speak to Olise and Ankasa Muno. Almost Derby, Omuntimin continue simply because Sikasame won't do Muno a door to do. And to Bayern, and I agree, Sir Omefa Abranti Feno, Michael Olise. Bayern 45 million pounds. Now, Omotia 5 on variables into Kabuma 50 million pounds. And a Bayern Munich 8 for Abantia, your friend Michael Olise. Now, sir, Bayern Jitum so mubetia. Not the official. Rich, what it means is that in the history of Bayern Munich as a club, Michael Olise will become their fifth most expensive transfer, behind Harry Kane, Matthias de Ligt, Lucas Hernandez, Leroy Sané, na Abantia, your friend Michael Olise, and the fifth most expensive transfer Bayern Aye in terms of the history of the club. Now, Rich, just when you say Chelsea are moving on from Olise, the English papers as I started them say, oh, Chelsea are moving on from Olise, and their next target is Abantia Ayefene Nico Willian. Sad story, no? Engindi.
No Caribbean.
Engindi. Unim de Michael Olise is costing Team Ayefene Bayern Munich around 50 million, and he plus variables. Nico Willian has a contract with Athletic Club de Bilbao 6 months ago. The contract in April 2027. Based on Abantene performance, Sisi has open Nico Rich. The buyout clause and as a release clause is over 58 million. 58 million. 58 million. So all the pounds more. You are talking in the region of around 43 million pounds. The amount of Lancashire also mentioned by. And say Charles say, oh, Pamujiri said there were too much in terms of Sikasam in Michael Olise. Many sure say Chelsea will ever be a better Nico. Especially when they say we make hot cake. Close baby panel. And even for Athletic Bilbao Pono. So open negotiation. They will tell you, oh yes, say that the release clause is here. But if you come for negotiation, you can give it to me agile more. The only thing and say it is only when I went to the castle, member say me call club way. Then club and say member say me let's go about other negotiation. So I will go and pay the release clause with the Spanish FA. Now on one side the people's name, it is done in Spain. And say chatting to me for the Michael Olise. I don't think so they will come on the radar of Abantia Ayefene Nico Willian.
Ayala hold yes, it's actually movie. You have fun say. Abantia now say release clause near saying
around over 58 million.
Now the Charles say South can or bet trigger. No aja Branton, Nasa Branton so as a Charles no Boba. Charles between Chelsea Canada and the Spanish FA.
Yeah, they don't need to negotiate with Atletico Bilbao.
And also a fair player.
Yes. Say Abantia Jitumwa. So Chelsea remember.
You right fan.
Only agree with personal terms.
No fun.
You just take him. That is what Arsenal did with Atletico Madrid for Thomas Partey.
Okay.
In Spain, it happens a lot. Oji permission, free club no. No, so mama permission any player in Casa. So player make catch so many club way. They decided say, enemy move yakwa. So only the release clause, you don't need to negotiate with the club. That is the reason why the release clause is in the contract.
Okay.
You pay and we are obliged to release the player to you. But me sure say Chelsea will pay that money. Chelsea will not pay. Rich, in paying Chelsea transfer story I'm a GD. Hey, Abantia Ayefene Jonathan David. I need a GD. Mijidi because for 2 seasons in here, and a Chelsea Eddie Jonathan David Echi. And a City Chelsea project number somewhere, no young, exciting striker. That is Chelsea now. Young, exciting striker. Into the Canadian striker. No? I have Branty of Pepe. Now, Rich, there is one thing I love about Abantia Ayefene Jonathan David. Me say, se unim football mu pa se obi bebo 1 season no oyadia Rich aya susu woman saade no per level of consistency kakra so obi yadia you could clearly see consistently in the pakoni team the same thing at the same level after YouTube say the pakono oyadia. Now look, Abantia Ayefene Jonathan David last season last 2 seasons 2022-2023 season you know Rich in the French League A for Lille Metropole almost 30 goals and assists combined last 2 seasons. Last season here baby able EOC Rich watum Emma almost goals and assists 35. So it tells you say the last 2 seasons that is Rich and you fluke. He has maintained it and even bettered it. Last season, yeah, baby, and that should tell you who Abante no etie. I brought you a video. Lille Metropole for Nankasa for this season. The goals I will say over the French League animal for Lille Metropole. Look, me who adiebi about Jonathan, me who with Jackson. Jonathan over the instinct to stay in and around the box more than Jackson. And so okay, last season, the Biara Meka say Jackson is a fantastic player. Only one bopa. But if he wants to score a lot of goals, I want to say only the instinct to always stay in and around the box. Look, Chelsea created a lot of chances for last season, Rich. Chelsea were one of the teams that no created a lot of chances. But the reason why now Omuni striker also more goals and say Nicolas Jackson was part of the chances creation. And they didn't have someone there to finish it. Say Chelsea nya Abante friend Jonathan. Look, meaning how Ori friend Enzo Maresca. And then now you saw the ball. But Rich, Abante any better him. Now Obenya number 9 slot is on the bar. Metin Asham come say he will score more goals than Nicolas Jackson. Unless say every Oba not playing time. Now yeah check. But on the Chelsea number 9 on the big box in my bar, he will score more goals than what Abante friend Nicolas Jackson. Eddie Emma Chelsea this season, you know. Meji Abante friend Jonathan Davis Eddie. I love his instinct as a striker, and that is what you need to perform very, very well. That is the reason why he is very, very consistent. Mami kasa same way. Rich, tell me a thing say Chelsea go find Nicolas Jackson, you know. Yeah, the numbers better. Was it close to this?
No.
Maybe not even half of these numbers. No. And these numbers actually say Chelsea will go to they are buying a box striker, someone who has numbers to show for the performance. And Chelsea nowadays, very, very exciting. But Obi, I watch say, Jumadi Obetimi to fix our project, and Abante friend Jonathan Davis, and as I say, you have to say Chelsea, and Omo S3 and Como. You have to say Chelsea are making contact, and they are progressing on Abante and Nkomodie. Say Bibia to dia, probably AB as I strike and I say, Chelsea pay, Eddie Ababu room Chelsea no. Ebia ebe Abrantia, your friend Jonathan David, I also every Lille Metropole, now on also Ababe join it team, your friend Chelsea, my new with heroes. And the games now air cosono. Now Rich, in your intro, Mechesana Oka say, your last round of matches. Sa information is very important in analyzing the rest of the games, and Sunday starting knockout games, your last round of matches, Rich, you know your fate as a country over tournament. What qualified at the so your results in your last game to stand a chance to qualify at Unim. Your country's been par, Germany, any Switzerland able game, no. Rich, you will get games, sir. Game no results will determine who even top the group. Not qualified at that, but you want to top the group. And you need at least a draw, not a solidify as the group winners. And those dynamics, and they are affecting these last games, sir. Yeah, where and send a realm into the knockout stages, and send the Odi your automatic qualification and the best 10 place teams. Because we are playing 24 countries and an airborne tournament, and we need 16 to qualify to the next round, Now, Rich, Germany every round of 16. Spain every round of 16. Portugal every round of 16. Switzerland every round of 16. The rest of the countries now can Obia Enyam qualify officially to the round of 16. And 4 teams will pay and are qualified to the round of 16. Aka as many as 12 slots. You're trying say Omabeka 4 countries will now omo etimi are qualified. And the 2 crucial games and you made 7. Croatia abo Italy, na Albania, abo Spain, and myself, Spain is already here. It is Spain are qualified ada. And then omo against Albania, ewo Dusseldorf. Now Rich, let's start with the Albania-Spain game. OBJ said, yeah, we started Euro 2024 no. Now we share all the very, very credible statistics companies now. Rich, na Spain and your favorites. By about 2 games here, no. Rich, the narrative has changed. So say Obia the statistics based on the different optics of Bona Euro 2024 no. Rich, now statisticians say all ranking teams now or more chance of winning now. Spain ended that top with 14.7%, and some about France 13.7%, Germany 13.1%, Netherlands 11.0%, Portugal 10.3%, Trebebia England. And now your favorite before they kick him on. Rich 7.7%.